This is tutorial on Wescraft. I turned my noise suppression on, so it sounds weird, but here are all the chapters of the video that you can skip to if you're wondering how to do something. All right, let's go. So when you get in this screen, there might be two servers like this. This one will be for me, the one at the top, because this is my local Wi-Fi, so I don't have to go over the internet to join myself. So there will be another correct server. You should join this one, and you can delete the other one if you want to, but I'm gonna join. This is the world I've been kind of practicing the server on. We do have a quest book in here. It's supposed to be in the top left, and it might not show. That's a glitch that I do not know how to fix, but so what you can do, you can press K, and then it'll toggle your shaders, and then it'll show the book again. When I open the quest book, you can see all these quests, and there might be more when I'm done. They will auto complete for you basically. And then once you click on one of them that you've completed, you just claim all the rewards. There will be some quests though, specifically quests in the create mod, where you have to check these off manually. Whenever you are done with one of these tasks, click the check mark and then you'll get a quest token. And if you hold shift, you can see the quest that it has on here. But what you can do is right click it. And then if you want to, this is optional, but you can set a description and location of where this was built. Say you make all 4 confectional fan processes, you can tell me where that is, and what I will do is go to that location and then kind of see if it got done basically. But if I submit this, you can see in the chat that I've submitted it, and this will be stored in the files and the server files. And then what I'll do is I will be able to see it. As you can see, I typed a hidden command, and in the chat you can see these are the quests I have, and these 2 lines are here for the placeholder for the description and location, which I didn't set one. And then I will run a command to approve it for however many points it's worth. So it would be worth 6 points. You would get that directly onto the scoreboard and not as physical points. Physical points you get from automatic quests. Yeah, all these quests. Point blocks, which are 9 points. Some other quests will provide you with global quest tokens, which affect the whole server. If you were to get a global quest token, it has a modifier on it. This quest, there's a couple different perks, but this quest in particular gives you a 50% increase in random tick speed, which affects the plants and shit. And then there are some secret quests too, so you won't be able to see these quests, but once you complete them, you'll get the reward. If you were to complete this quest, this eyeball right here means the quest is hidden. So once you complete this, it'll show this quest. And under most of these quests, you'll find a description on how to do to complete this. I'll give you some uses and recommendations, but if you have any questions, search the internet, or me, prioritize the internet first. For submitting all of these quest tokens right here, whenever I approve it, it'll automatically give you the points the next time you join the server. Otherwise, if you're already on the server and I approve it, you can type /Wescraft quests redeem. And right now I have none, but it will give you points if you are awaiting any points. In this server, we will have a point system. So as you can see at the top of the screen, if I hold tab, I have 7 points submitted. When you submit points, if you hold right click, you submit them, and as you can see, it's increasing. The point item's value will increase depending on the point multiplier that you might get from these other quests. This one will increase point multiplier by 25%. So when you submit these, they will be 25% more if you were to get that perk. Points can also be used for making waypoints. So you can make this waypoint locator, and what it'll do is it can store waypoints. This is what the UI looks like. You can cycle your waypoints, or you can make a new one. So if I were to go somewhere out here, so this is my fish house, I want to make a waypoint here, and keep in mind I have 26 points. So I'm gonna make a waypoint, call it fish house, and press set. What it'll do is take 5 points away, so it won't take 5 point items away, it'll take 5 submitted points away. And then if I right click this, yep, my waypoint will be set here. At the top of the screen you can kind of see it's pointing towards that general direction. When that black bar is small, it means you're pointing in the right direction. You can see how many points other people have by typing /Wescraft point stats and then the person, and it'll say in the chats. You can also type /Wescraft support submit, and you can submit a message if there's like a bug or whatever, something you want to like tell me that's like wrong with the server, or like anything you want to say. You have to put quotation marks, by the way, if you want to type like more than one word, and it'll go ahead. It looks like it does nothing, but it writes something in the files for me to look at. I think I can just see it from here. Yeah, my message. Oh, and another way to get points is you might get a resource converter. What you can do is, you have it right here. I can convert items to points basically. It's fairly balanced because you need a lot of items to get one single point nugget, which is 1/9 of a point. But if you hover over most of these items, I have to set the values for some of them, but like I set the value for iron. If you hold Alt, you can see it's 256 value, which that's not the amount of points, that's just like a value. And if I were to submit half a stack and power it, as you can see, it submits. I'm pretty sure I set it to 20,000 to make a point nugget. Oh, copper. 85. Try this. Not yet. One more stack, and there we go. We get one single point nugget, which can be used to make points. Some items, of course, like I said, won't have any value. That's another opportunity for the Wescraft support thing. You can go ahead and like submit any items that you want to have value that like would be useful to you, I guess. And this can't be broken by anyone besides you. And the way you break it is you shift right click it and it'll pick it up. So no one else can do that, just you or whoever places the resource converter down, so no one can like sabotage you. Now just some optimization tips for the server. As you probably saw, I had this thing right here. This basically stores a bunch of animals or whatever you want inside like a little cage, just so you don't lag the server. So this has 209 sheep inside of it, and it's not rendering any of them. Please use this. They're called animal pens. Yeah, they're right here. You can store fish and like birds and stuff, whatever you want. But in the EMI, which is the JEI, you search items at the bottom right here. Search whatever you want. Lock. If you want to search by mod, you type an @ symbol at the beginning. So if I want to look at something in the create mod, all of the stuff is from the create mod. The expanded combat mod, all the stuff is in the expanded combat mod. You can also search tags, which is from a hashtag. If I wanted to search plants, all the plants are right here. And another thing in the JEI is you can search the recipe trees. So if you look at this complicated recipe, so you can click the recipe tree right here, and then you can get like a glance of like the recipe tree, and then you can hold shift on all the items that you want to craft, and you can shift click to expand the crafting tree like this. I know it's like really big for this recipe, and then it would show you all the stuff you need at the bottom. So that's like another tip. All of the EMI settings are on the bottom left. So if you want to change anything, some of them probably won't be able to be changed. If you want to change the config of any mod, you can go ahead and press the mod menu button. Most of them can be changed. Like if you want to change the sound effects, the reverb, all that stuff. Some mods will have server side and client side settings, so make sure you change the client side settings. You won't be able to change the server side settings. There's no new blocks added in the world generation. It's all just vanilla blocks, for the most part at least. All the new biomes that are added have vanilla blocks inside of them, just to like reduce the clutter. But we do have the chipped mod. Configure the blocks, change the texture. We have that, and also the world will be a 10,000 by 10,000 space, 5,000 in radius, which should be plenty. And I will make sure when I pre-generate the world that it has like everything we need, a bastion and like a stronghold, all that stuff. And I kind of want the server to last 2 weeks. That's like when the points will be counted. We can still keep playing, but that's when the points will be counted. All that won't matter after that. My plan is to make it so we can't craft ender eyes until we like want to fight the end, just so a couple of us don't like rush to the end without each other. We want to fight it together, you know? This bug happened to me and I'm not really sure how it works. It's just fine right now. There was one time where I put my weapon in a smithing table, it didn't give me the weapon back. So whenever you leave a smithing table, just make sure you take out your item.